Nothing like a mountaintop coffee.
Hey guys, guten Tag. In this video, we are featuring Heidelberg, the cutest town in Germany with a 1,000-year history and a rare historic downtown spared from the bombs of World War II. A truly underrated destination. Getting here, it's easy. It's only an hour by high-speed rail from Frankfurt and 15 minutes from Mannheim. We ride a classic funicular to one of Germany's most famous castles, dating back to the 11th century. Then, we'll take a stroll through charming downtown full of college students. Heidelberg is home to Europe's top research university, minting over 30 Nobel Prize winners. We'll take you high over the Rhine River Valley overlooking Heidelberg and the surrounding region. Probably one of my favorite viewpoints in Europe. This time during an incredible sunset, a view you won't want to miss. And of course, in this video, we'll cover how to get here using Germany's efficient trains. Our first stop, Heidelberg Castle, the centerpiece of town. Its story began in the 11th century. Built by the Holy Roman Empire, Heidelberg Castle was one of the grandest in Europe, a masterpiece of the Renaissance era. The city's location was strategic, high over the river at the mouth of a narrow canyon. As the old saying goes, he who controls the gates of the castle controls the empire. Unlike the famous Neuschwanstein Castle of Bavaria, Heidelberg Castle has a far more intriguing history. Settled in the 1100s, almost 1,000 years ago, Heidelberg Castle served as a flagship fortress for Holy Roman Empire rulers, a young French princess, and even Swedish invaders. Inside the castle features one of the largest pharmacy museums in Europe. And take a look at that beautiful, magnificent, Gothic and Renaissance style architecture. Because Heidelberg Castle has been around for so many centuries, it had the opportunity to host many rulers, each resident introducing their unique architecture style or what was popular in their time period. In the early 1600s, King Frederick V called this place home. His short reign was followed by a Swedish invasion, which captured the castle, attacking it from the top of the hill. The Germans were eventually able to sign a peace treaty with the Swedes, but there wasn't much peace in between. Not long after that, the 9 Years' War followed. This time, the invaders came from France, a short 70 kilometers away. It wasn't until the late 1600s when the Germans were able to finally recapture Heidelberg once and for all. Walking around this quintessential German town today, it's hard to imagine that this was once under French control. How do we get to the castle? Let's talk directions. From Main Street, also called Hauptstrasse, it's a 15-minute walk to the castle, but instead, I recommend buying a funicular ticket, which not only takes you to the castle, but to a spectacular viewpoint high above the castle, 600 meters above the river valley, where you can see clear across this region.
We're 1,800 feet above sea level.
I think the viewpoint of the castle is amazing, but this viewpoint blows my mind, especially at sunset. The ride up the mountain is really cool. It uses a funicular system dating back to the late 1800s. It climbs a whopping 43-degree hill. That means for each meter horizontal, we travel a meter up. So steep that traditional train wheels would simply slip down the hill. So if you look and listen carefully, you can find a strong cable between the tracks hoisting us to the top. A quick 20 minutes later, we are at the top of the hill. On maps, this last and final stop may be referred to as Königstuhl, which also means the king's seat in German. And in this clip, you can see why. The view from here is simply breathtaking. You can see clearly across the entire Rhine River Valley. If our eyes follow the river from Heidelberg right in front of us, they will eventually take us to the city of Mannheim. And beyond that, the Palatinate Forest, right at the French border, 50 kilometers away. 400 years ago, this was the same spot the Swedes used to stage their attack on Heidelberg. Today, the setting can't be any more different. It's a serene spot to enjoy a cup of coffee and a popular destination for locals to come spend a lazy afternoon enjoying the forest. If you have a car, you can drive here instead of taking the funicular. Probably cheaper but way less fun. Here is how I would organize my day in Heidelberg. Let's start with transportation. In general, Google Maps is a great resource for finding your way around Germany. If you're coming on public transportation, most likely you'll arrive at Heidelberg Hauptbahnhof, the city's main train station. Walk out of the station and hop on a bus headed east to take you directly to Old Town. In German, Old Town is also referred to as Altstadt. Main Street here is called Hauptstrasse. This main pedestrian-only thoroughfare is popular with tourists, locals, and college students, meaning there are no shortage of cool shops and cafes for you to explore. Humans have inhabited this region for over 600,000 years. One of the oldest human remains found in Europe was found here in Heidelberg. But today,
Most of the buildings here are from the medieval ages.
From here, it's a half an hour walk to Heidelberg Castle. Take your time and soak in the vibes. The street gets even more charming the further along you walk. And around this corner, Heidelberg University, one of the oldest schools in Europe.
The University of Heidelberg is one of the most famous universities in Europe. It's renowned for its science discoveries.
Discoveries including new planets and chemical elements, invention of the Bunsen burner, and even pioneering plastination. Made famous by Dr. Gunther von Hagen, known around the world for his groundbreaking Body Worlds exhibits. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about Heidelberg and this content helped you with your trip planning. I got a lot more Europe travel content coming out, so stay tuned.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this.